squat. Yeah, I still got legs. All right, good deal. Oh, I know. Now what I want to do is just hose him down. I'm going to hose that down, make sure it's cool. What's going on, everybody? We got the truck set up and we have got to get Lumpy into the back of the truck, man. It looks like Lumpy hurt his leg. I got to bring him to the vet. And so now I've got to get him out of here. So this is quite the predicament. You can kind of see that the leg right there is a little bit swollen and he's been nursing it. He's been eating fine, but he's worrying me and I don't want to waste any time. I want to get him over to my friend and vet, Dr. Dillon, and see what we can do. Maybe get an x-ray on this guy just so that we can see what's going on with this leg.
We sincerely thank all of you happy campers out there. Your support makes a real difference in our efforts here at Kamp Kenan. This week's shout out goes to longtime supporter Adrian Pickle. Thank you for all you do and for loving reptiles.
So yeah, guys, I've got to get him out and then get him up into this big old truck. It ain't that big actually, still small, but it'll change shortly. So let's do it, man. Let's get you guys set up. I got to go ahead and lift this thing up and see if we could get the lumps out of here somehow. Then I got to lift them up, put them in the bed of the truck, and then cover them. Let's get this ready. This is no fun, I know you guys. Well, it's a warm one today. It's been extremely hot here in South Florida, as you can imagine. It being summer and all. Excuse me, girls. Lumpy's got to go. Let's get him out first. Oh, he's still heavy, so that's good. That is good news. That's a heavy boy. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Lumps. That's a boy. Thank you. All right. Now for my next trick. I've got to somehow lift him. He is not a light tortoise. That is for sure. Let's see. Put you guys there and see if I can get him off the ground somehow. Oh my God, Lumps. Oh, I haven't been to the gym in a while, but who needs one when I got you? Here we go. There's a squat. Yeah, I still got legs. All right, good deal. Oh, I know. I know. Oh. Okay, so in he goes. Oh, Lumpy. You are a heavy tortoise. Sorry, everybody. Get you there. Shut this. Now what I want to do is just hose him down. I'm going to hose that down, make sure it's cool. And then I'll cover him with my cart. We're not going too far, so I'm not really worried about him overheating. But just for precautions, we're gonna cool him down. Lump's been having a rough year, it turns out. Last year we had that feeding tube in him. This year, where it seems like he's got a leg injury, so it's not been fun to be Lumpy right now. But let's go ahead and get him sorted and see what we can figure out with the dock. Let it run a little bit. All right, now I'm just gonna get this cart and I'll place it over the top of him so he can just be relaxed as we drive to the vet. Buddy. That didn't work. All right, we are ready to go. See you at the vet. All right, so I got him out. He pretty much the same as just reverse me putting him in. Now he's out. So here we are. He's moving around a bit, so I'm happy with that. He's been moving and eating and doing what he's got to do, but I just want the doctor to kind of have a look at him, and so I get to come in through a special entrance here. But yeah, if you're in Palm Beach County and you have a reptile, you want to take him to Palm Beach Animal, or rather PGA Animal Clinic, and Dr. Dillon. So here's Lumps doing his thing. Let's see if we can get an x-ray on him and kind of see what's going on with that joint. It seems to be right there, so just kind of waiting. Oh, hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. You don't mind me doing this, right?
No, totally fine.
Are you okay with that?
A lot nicer to get him in.
Oh, definitely. And I'll show you when we get him out, but he's moving around a lot.
Okay.
To my knowledge, he's pooping and he's eating, so it shouldn't be that big a deal, but I just noticed something's up with that right rear leg, right front leg, rather.
Right front. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Cool, man.
Well, we will get him set up, get some x-rays.
Yes,
Make
very
sure
good.
it's nothing
Too serious.
obvious, like any fracture or anything.
Yeah, here, let me help you. I don't mind getting dirty here, guys. I don't know if, I don't know. You never know with these guys if they kind of got into some kind of battle.
Sure.
Since he was reintroduced, but let's see.
Can you request rads on Lumpy?
This is not even. Watch your fingers, I'm sure you know. I just need to get up to that.
You got him?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Perfect. Just lay it flat there. Perfect. Get your picture, man. Nope, you're good. Awesome. Woo! All right, bud.
I always have some kind of exciting thing to do for you guys.
That's for sure. You keep it interesting.
All right, man.
Let's see here. All right, that should do it. All right, so we'll set them up. I'm gonna gown up real quick.
Okay.
And then
I'll just leave this with you.
All right, perfect. Sounds good.
Just leave that there and do what you gotta do. Some B-roll. How far
You
away
got
do
it.
you need to be?
As long as your back kind of, yeah, that's perfect.
How about holding you sit on?
I'll be good, Will. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, we'll try this out. Hold on, bud. Change the exposure here a little bit. Alright. I'm gonna take one of his left too for comparison.
Okay.
Alright, bud. Let's take a peek here.
peek here. All right. Yeah, like I said, I just noticed it was a little swollen here.
So has he been, I mean, so far as just mobility,
You know,
it seemed like...
he's struggling.
Okay.
He's definitely favoring this leg.
Okay.
But he does get around, but it's not like the old Lumpy. I mean, he was a cruiser and he was really alpha.
Sure.
He's not that anymore.
Okay.
But he is eating. He comes to eat, but it just takes him a little bit longer. So I don't know
Gotcha.
what the problem is.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe get his shoulder joint a little bit better.
Okay.
It's tough shooting through that shell.
I'll bet.
I don't see anything obvious, thankfully.
Cool.
Admittedly, I do not look at a whole lot of tortoise
Understood.
X-rays.
No, I understand. But I do appreciate you taking the time to do this. You know, listen, it's one of those things where I imagine with some of these exotics, since you have to know so many different types of bodies on a given day, what the X-ray does is it just narrows down any fractures. If you're not seeing a fracture, that makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, something we kind of have to keep in the back of our mind, too, especially what he went through last year.
Yep.
You know, being so dehydrated and everything last year, reptiles can get gout, too.
I was going to ask about gout.
Yep. So with the uric acids getting really high in the bloodstream, they definitely can get gout from dehydration.
That's what I was wondering. Could it have been something that is left over from what we did?
Definitely possible.
Okay.
I mean, granted, that's been a long time, but but it's definitely possible. So, what I will do, I'm gonna try and change the settings one more time. If you want to hang tight with him for just a minute,
no worries.
I'll be right back.
All right, thanks.
I'm gonna try and change the settings. See if we can get that shoulder joint a little bit better, just to be extra safe.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
All right, appreciate
it. I mean, I definitely.
Well, I can tell you just what you're saying about the gout makes a lot of sense if there's swelling there.
Right.
And there is a cause for that. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely. If those uric acids are real high from dehydration, you can get that kind of crystallization in the joint, just like we talked. You know, just like you hear about in people. So.
Gotcha.
You know, pretty hard to actually diagnose that, from what I understand. I personally never have, but it can definitely happen. It's got to kind of be on our radar.
All right, good deal.
All right, be right back.
Cool, man. Well, there you go. At least why it's so good to come to the veterinary clinic is we can start to be, you know, it's like being an investigator, right? It's like being a detective. So we have to go through the history of the animal. That's what's great about Dr. Dillon is he knows Lumpy. We did have that problem from last year where he had the tube in his neck and we were giving him fluids. He was dehydrated. He wasn't eating. He wasn't passing stools. So for some reason, he's getting dehydrated. So it's possible that was kind of it's going to become a chronic issue for him if he does in fact have gout in that one arm right here. So I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Like I said, he is eating, he does move around, but you know what? Lumpy may never be 100% what he used to be. So that's a little sad, but if we could keep him alive, keep him fat and happy, I mean, he's got good weight, as you can see with me trying to pick him up. So anyway, I'm really glad that I'm here because we can do all that detective work.
You know,
is there any treatment for gout?
There is. So actually, same drugs used in people.
Really?
Yeah, you can use allopurinol, colchicine, sometimes steroids. So there are treatment options for that. It's just hard to truly get that as a diagnosis. I'll have to kind of look into that a little bit more.
All right, fair enough. Is it a chronic thing? Will it always reoccur?
It's possible.
Like an arthritic type situation?
Exactly. So you can, have like basically a arthritis type, event caused by the gout.
Gotcha.
Hey,
what's happening? I'm good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Lumpy's back. Yeah.
He says, I don't want to see you.
It's not gonna break our hands with a feeding tube today.
Yeah, thank God. But yeah, you can see he's swollen. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll step back away and
all right, perfect.
I'll just let you guys do your thing. Caught a basilisk in the garage. These guys are from Central America, but they've been established here. It's a brown basilisk, a juvenile. Looks like it might be a female. I don't know. But let's see if we can get it to run across the pond. What do you guys think? Here we go. They can actually start running right in the water. And he just swam away. Oh man. Oh, he's under the water. How do I get my boots wet?
Oh God! What do you want me to
I got the lizard though. Alright, so I fell in.
And then I took his boots off, so he didn't get his boots wet.
Alright, come on, get in the mood, get in the mood, get in the mood, go! Why are you swimming? You're a basilisk!
Wow, they swim well though.
Oh man, I want that guy to do the basilisk thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any evidence of a wound.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, certainly, you know, kind of rule out obvious thing like a fracture, you know, some kind of wound from like a, you know, like you said, like a spur, like a fight or something like that. Some other kind of trauma, like from a foreign body, something jamming in there. I mean, they can get, you know, they can get abscesses from penetrating wounds like that, certainly. It's just hard to kind of know how to treat it without knowing exactly what it is.
Well, that's why I just wanted to get to you because this clearly rules out a fracture.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe what we do is put him on a little bit of an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
And just kind of monitor closely, see how he does.
All right. I'm going to separate him from the herd again, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
If you can, keep him by himself for just, you know, even several days to a week, just kind of buy us a little time, see what several doses does for him.
Okay.
And then if you feel like it's improving, then great. If you feel like it's not, then we go to the next step. And see.
Very cool.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, cool.
Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to get him back into the thing, and I'll get him home, and I'll pick up there. See you guys in a little bit.
Tell you what though, this is a good way to do it.
Dude, look at you. Somebody's been hitting the gyms during COVID, baby.
I wish.
Yeah, I know.
Just been picking up dogs.
I've been picking up tortoises, but I'm getting lighter and lighter. I'm like lean and mean right now. Look, there's Lumpy. I also had to chainsaw down some of these bamboos that were kind of blocking everything in there. We got water being filled up. You guys, I saved you having to watch me chainsaw because I know how so many of you get freaked out when I wield the chainsaw over there because yeah, OSHA not happy with the way I use a chainsaw. Turns out neither are the people on the YouTube comments, but I've got a big tortoise that's going into the old Redfoot pen, and this will be a good place for him to convalesce and just be lumpy, because I'm gonna have to obviously give him some special treatment. As I think from last year, you know, he's just kind of aged quite a bit from that last year's dehydration spell. So let's put him by the water so he sees the water. All right, we're gonna just slide him out. Whoop. There you go. All right, Lumps. Now, what I need to do is give Lumpy that injection, which is right here in my ear. So I'm gonna have to flip him, and we're gonna do this injection. And the doctor said I can give this injection anywhere on his body. It can be subcutaneous, it doesn't have to be intramuscular. So let's go ahead and flip our buddy. Oh, there he is. And so we're gonna go ahead and do it right there. Now, as you can imagine, he's gonna quickly close up shop here. I think I can actually do it better right there. He's gonna definitely, I don't know if I like it right there. Where can I get him? Where can I get him? Oh, goodness gracious. His skin is so tough right up in here. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, got some injection there. Oh my God, Lumpy, you are something. You're a big boy. I love you though. All right, so here's what we got to do. We got to keep an eye on Lumpy. He did weigh 7 pounds less than last year when he was weighed. So I got to make sure I can keep some weight on him, make sure he's eating enough. So by separating him here on his own, it's going to work out well for him. So I'm going to keep an eye on him. He had no issues eating. I just think maybe he wasn't getting to the food that I was putting out quick enough and not getting as much as he normally gets because the other guys are getting to it quicker. In the last couple of weeks, I have begun feeding him on his own in the other enclosure, but we're going to keep an eye on Lumpy right now. And man, what a day, huh? We did a lot. We got him all looked at. We got him taken care of. Thankfully, there's no real big fractures. You can see he can move, but he is very gentle with that little right leg in the front there. So we'll go ahead and let him continue to convalesce. I'll be keeping an eye on him, and I'll of course be letting you guys know what's going on with our friend Lumpy, my large Sulcata Tortoise. I've had him here in Florida since 2004, and he came to me from my friends up in New York. So all right, everybody, that's it for me today. I need to rest, I need to eat, so does he. So we're gonna get that going. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I try and show you all aspects of the care of these animals. Things don't always go well with animals. When you have a large collection, you're gonna have some die, you're gonna have some get sick. And sometimes these things happen in clusters. So, you know, it's a pain in the neck. 2020, not been one of my favorite years so far with all going on. It's been rough. We've had a few deaths at the camp, but thankfully, with the amount of animals we're keeping and the amount of time I've had these animals, I have been very fortunate. Just know that I'm on the case, everybody. All right, thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Say goodbye, loves.